Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Buffalo Bills. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 or.
53. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight.
Watch the 61. Matchbox light. Hey, Alpha. 2.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 50-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Running from the gun with Henry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you've got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
56, 56. Two draw quarters. Alert.
Kill.
From the gun, it's Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They will run with Grant. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the run. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Ricky.
Regular. Hey, exit.
On 2nd and 2, Allen. He's going to loft one deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And some room to roam now. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss. Another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well,
now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. This is Grant. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Hey, here we go. Right there, 54.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Rabbit. 54 is Mike.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I got it. Middle. Hey, orbit. 54. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
First down, and they're going to throw without him. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Through one corner, 14-7 our score.
Down. 18 Gator. Here we go, dude. Here I come.
On second down now, it's Henry. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. They'll toss it to Henry. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Right there.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Alert, alert, alert.
To throw, it's Allen. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Check. Check out.
On 3rd down, Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
This is fielded inside the 5. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 78 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
and again.
and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
To the air, Allen. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Allen now looks to throw, and that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Running jet sweep here, Humphreys. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Come on,
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Protein spill.
A toss left, Henry. Accelerating, and off he goes. 30, 20, 10, touchdown Titans. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown here in this first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Allen now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Here's Grant. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And Diggs has it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gano the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get in the field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Derrick Henry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. This is Henry. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Henry. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much. but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
This is taken at his 4. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Check 3, check 3. Hey, wahoo! Check right. Watch it,
From the 31, Allen. It's complete to Diggs. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Big series right here. You got to step up. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, middle. Watch the ship. Safe.
Alert!
Throwing on first down is Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Buzz.
And again, it's Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schwartz. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're
taking it right down Broadway. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Corey Grant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will make this a 4-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Set up, 18 Gator.
Here we go.
They'll run it again with Henry. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
That's got to be a long day.
A 20th carry down for Derrick Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Come on, boy. Stop. You better be ready. Don't be scared. Hey, high 7.
54 Mike.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
Let's go, defense. Hey, who we got? Watch twins. Watch twins.
Hey, seam 6. Hey, tight. Let's go.
Allen And going to try and throw on third down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 11. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now in Buffalo. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. The Titans on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
On first down, Allen. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. In for the score. And now they have taken a 4th quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
17 yards on that play for the Titans.
17 yards. First down, Tennessee.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. A toss right to Henry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Uncorks one for Dave, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by John Johnson. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Bravo.
From the 27, Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Schwartz. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, dude.
Right there. 54 Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Schwartz. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. That goes for a gain of 31. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in what you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And that was back-to-back really nice plays. Some of the offenses call them explosive plays. Pick up nice chunks of yardage, and now they're set up first and goal inside the 10. How'd you like to be the defensive coordinator right now? What can he dial up to flip the momentum and stop him on the next play? Maybe decides to come with a little bit of pressure.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
We go! 50, plant.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Henry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll run. It's Henry. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Buffalo, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Feel like, yeah, all day like problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems.